theme of today, Strokes Against Violence. Madam President, Dr. Seemin Akhtar, our panelists, three noted artists, thank you for being here with us today. It's an honor to have you amongst us. A short introduction about myself. I'm Zonta Rahman from Zonta Club of Greater Dhaka. I'm the advocacy chairperson and the moderator of today's event. I've been twice president of Zonta Club of Dhaka 1 and was instrumental in forming another club, Zonta Greater Dhaka, of which I was the centennial president last biennium, 2018-2020. I've formed two other organizations, Wings, a support group for women, and Bangladesh Heritage Craft Foundation to help revive, restore, and promote our rich, glorious heritage. I train artisans, mainly women, with new designs and help them sell their products. I totally believe in empowering women. I'm also a TV personality. I will now hand over the microphone to our esteemed president, Dr. Seemin Akhtar. She will give a brief introduction about herself and tell you about Zonta and its 16 days activism. Dr. Seemin M. Akhtar.
Thank you so much, Zonta, Madam Tutli Rahman. Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening. I'm Zonta Seemin Akhtar, president of Zonta Club of Greater Dhaka. A warm welcome to everybody to today's webinar on Zonta International's 16-day of activism against gender-based violence against women and girls. Little introduction about myself. I'm a medical doctor from Dhaka Medical College. I went on for a master's from King's College London and did my degree in tropical medicine, then on to do my MPH from IDOL and also my next degree in hospital science and management. I had been working previously in Bangkok General Hospital, subsequently Apollo Hospital as general manager for 7+ years. At the moment, I'm now senior medical director at Prima Health. A little brief about Zonta. As you know, we have been talking about Zonta for the last 16 days almost. Zonta was basically founded in Chicago, Illinois, USA in 1919, and it was started by a group of young businesswomen. Zonta basically stands for women's rights, and Zonta's advocacy is for equality, education, end to child marriage, and end to gender-based violence. How does Zonta expand these opportunities for women and girls? It does so through its international education programs and through its service. We are very proud to say that there are over 31,000 Zontans all over the world in 65 countries. And this biennium, our president is Zonta Sharon Langenbach. She's an aeronautical engineer. Now, the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence is an international campaign against women and girls. And the role which Zonta plays is that starting from the 25th of November, which is the International Day for Elimination of Violence Against Women, it runs through till the 10th of December, which is celebrated as the Human Rights Day. Every year, when the 16 days of activism starts, there is a theme. In 1919, the first theme was violence against women violates human rights. And now in 2020, the theme today is Orange the World, Fund, Respond, Prevent and Collect. Thank you so much. I will now request our moderator, Advocacy Chair, Zonta Rahman, to start the main attraction of the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, President Dr. Seemin, for your insight on Zonta and the 16 days of activism. Well, let's start the much-awaited today's event, Strokes Against Violence, a name well chosen for this program. Well, we have with us three noted artists of Bangladesh who will enthrall all of you with their artistic strokes expressing violence against women and child marriage. So we are going to start. So I was just talking to you about the three Bangladeshi really prominent artists who will enthrall all of you with their artistic strokes expressing violence against women and child marriage. Let me introduce to you first our panelist, artist Afroza Jameel Conker. Can I see you, Conker? Can you just raise your hand? Wow, don't you look nice? All in orange. So let me introduce you to everybody. Education is BFA, Oriental Arts, Institute of Fine Arts, University of Dhaka. Printmaking and painting, Glendale College, California, USA. Studio pottery, Mel Cornshaker Pottery Studio, Tulsa, Oklahoma, USA. Present position freelance artist, Art Educator Gulshan Learning Project, General Secretary Colonel Jameel Foundation, which promotes arts and crafts. Artist Afroza Jameel, better known to me as Conker, her theme today is child marriage. Am I right? Conker. Okay. Her painting depicts the story of a little girl holding her cloth doll as she's ready to leave her parents' home after her marriage. Her childhood playmates are standing at the background, and there's a crow sitting on a branch of a tree. I want to find out why the crows are sitting there, who lurk around. And then, of course, I'll ask Conker some questions because I can see her painting is already done. Conker, are you ready for the questions? Well, I've got to ask you one question before you start. What encourages you to work on women's issues? Can you tell us that, Conker?
All right. Actually, I've been painting women for a long time, and it's like when I was at a very tender age, I lost my father, and after that, I saw my mother struggling to raise 4 daughters, and how hard and it was very hard for her to actually raise us up in this male-dominating society. And so when I used to see her how she struggled, and so her sorrows and her struggle and her joys with us, of course, when she used to be with us, and she was very joyful to make us feel happy. So those things actually encouraged you to paint women and their sorrows and their joys and the beauty, of course.
But you're also very gifted, Conker. I can have the same feeling, but I will not be able to paint and draw like that. So you've got the inborn talent with you. And Dr. Seaman, can you ask the next question, please?
Yes, I'd like to ask Afroza Jameel Conker, why do you think child marriage should be banned in our society? What is your take on that?
And okay, thank you so much, President Zonta, and actually, I do a lot of paintings on child marriage. It's because I think child marriage should be done, and it is the root of all the violence against us. So, a little girl, when she's supposed to go to school, enjoy her life and learn about life, she is pushed into something which she's not capable and ready to take over. So it should be banned, and a healthy mother, an educated mother is, always, good for her children, and healthy children and good children are nation's, pride. And asset.
Thank you.
Seaman, can I ask the last question?
Yes, please.
We've got 3 questions per panelist. So we were both, while there was some technical problems, me and Seaman were discussing that you have a crow over there in your painting. And why do you have a crow in your painting? What does the crow signify?
Crow, you always see presence of crows in my paintings. Actually, crows symbolize the opportunists in our society. So I put crow over here. There's another crow over here, and
quite a few crows. Yeah.
Actually, when there is a little girl, when a little girl is born into a family, poor rural family. So these opportunists, they're always lurking around. When the girl is going to grow up, and they're going to, take opportunity of either selling them or taking money from the groom's family. So there are lots of things, crimes, go on like that.
Thank you so much, Conker. I must say, what a touchy topic you've chosen, and your artwork justifies what you wanted to project. Well done, Conker. Thanks a million for
Thank
showcasing
you.
your fabulous
Thank you
artwork.
so much.
Really
And
wonderful.
I thank Zonta for organizing such a brilliant event. Thank you, Tuti Rahman, Simin Akhtar, Afaz, of course, and I also thank Pengina and Nat for this brilliant idea, director of Cosmos Gallery, and all the members of Gallery Cosmos.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Conker. So I'll go over to the next panelist now. Is Konuk Chapa ready? Konuk Chapa Chakma, is she ready? Can I see her? So let me give a little introduction about Konuk Chapa Chakma. Actually, she doesn't need any introduction, but I have to say something. So she was born and raised in the beautiful hill tracts of Rangamati, and a visual artist based in Dhaka, Bangladesh. She mainly works with acrylic, oil, and charcoal on canvas. Through her painting, she portrays the struggling lives of the indigenous community of Bangladesh and the endless sufferings of women. Konuk Chapa Chakma has received numerous national and international awards for her work, including Best Woman Artist of the 21st Century, Florida, USA 2001. Best Painting National Award, Bangladesh Shilpakala Academy 2002. Olympic Fine Arts Gold Medal, Beijing, China 2006, and many, many more. Her subject today is violence against women. We have not been able to focus on the painting properly. I would like to see it from a closer angle if possible. Let's observe what she has painted and the theme she has tried to portray. We see the background of the painting is red. On top of it, she used some, as far as I can see, some paper collage. There's a woman drawn in abstract and some lizard that's surrounding the woman. I don't know why the lizards are there. Dr. Simin, would you like to ask her the first question, or should I go ahead?
Yes, I want to answer your first question.
Why did you paint the background in red, and why did you use paper cutting and lizards?
Red color shows protest. There is pain within the red color that women feel. I used paper cutting because many newspapers write about violence against women, but the women do not get justice in the end. That's why I want to put lots of newspaper on my painting, on my surface. And
but you also have lots of lizards all around.
Sorry?
You have lots of lizards. Lizards.
Yeah, I want to explain that. Lizard, actually, I want to show this is the symbol of the lizard, is their abuser. While lizard is very scary, it sucks out blood from people. Similarly, abusers ruin women by taking their happiness. That's why this symbol I use.
Excellent, brilliant idea, Konuk Chapa, brilliant. Okay, do you think violence against women all over the world has increased? In your opinion, what is your opinion, Konuk Chapa?
Yes, of course. Women are not safe anywhere. Women always have to be careful, no matter where they are. They carry this pain since their birth. I think that.
Okay, and what measures can be taken to solve these issues concerning abuse against women? What do you think one should do? Because you're also in Rangamati, you've got indigenous people. How do you help them?
A lot of things happening in plain area and hill tracts also. Men have to change their views and they have to come forward. If men change themselves, they can create a safer world for women to live in. The abusers should get serious punishment so that such violence is never committed again. The justice system has to be stricter too. I think these are.
Thank you so much, Konuk Chapa. You're absolutely right. I must say simply, you're brilliant. Thank you so much for your thought-provoking artwork. It was just awesome. And I feel very bad.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
We cannot hear Simin.
Thank you so much. Thanks to Zonta and Cosmos Gallery for arranging this wonderful event. Thank you.
And now we go to our final panelist, Nazia Anderli Prima. A short introduction again. Nazia Anderli Prima, born 1974, is one of the Bangladesh's most prolific and provocative contemporary artists who is a strong cultural influencer, activist, and entrepreneur. Her works have strong innovative approach, distinct technique, and lyrical overtones which represented women context, dealing political and social discourse. Along with 20 solo expositions at home and abroad, Prima represented Bangladesh National Pavilion in the 58th Venice Biennial, the most prestigious art event in 2019. Her works has been showcased in the Art Basel Miami Venice International Art Week, Brussels Art Weekend, Tashkent Biennial, Asian Art Biennial, Warsaw Museum of South Asia, Kirzik National Museum, Alliance Française de Paris, La Cité des Arts Paris, Regent House London, Fukuoka Museum, and more. So the artist believes art is a social movement through which we can change the community for humanity. There will be a performance by Nazia Anderli Prima, and the name of a program is named Guilt Quilt. The gist is as follows. The artist will cut her own attire, performative gestures with a blade or a scissor to showcase the vulnerable approach and violence against women's bodies as discourse, while she'll be putting the cut pieces of the attire to form another object on another surface to create a piece which is a quilt that covers the guilt of the sin that has been done to the women. The performance is about to begin, and she'll be deep into her performance, so questions will be asked after she completes. You may begin, Artist Prima. We are all ready to watch your performance. ভিউয়ার শুনতে পাচ্ছে, আমি শুনতে পাচ্ছি না। What a brilliant performance, Prima. I wanted to ask Prima some questions, but I don't know if she can hear me. I really thought her performance was brilliant, and she gets into in such a deep, her feelings from within. She expresses it so beautifully. It's unbelievable that she could do something. But I still wanted to hear why she cut her clothes off and put it on that sculpture that was on the wall. I don't know where Prima is. If I can see her, I would have asked her this question to describe the performance, because we could not ask her any questions while she was doing the performance. I want to know that तुम्हारे performance that we could describe karo. It was quite long and it was really nice, and you were sort of totally in a different world, and then you stripped off your clothes and put it on the statue. Can you please explain why you did that?
First of all, I thank Zonta and UNB for giving this opportunity, because I think after 8 months, I'm out. So this pandemic totally shattered all of us. And this is my first performance during pandemic. So it was quite a relief, and I felt alive again. Thank you, Zonta and UNB. Thank you, Tutliappa. Thank you, Suminappa. Tonuappa. I'm missing you a lot. And thank you, my friend artists who are doing painting, Conker and Conker. It was the main, what I did, violence against women. We witnessed that during pandemic, how women are suffering. They're doing everything, but they're still suffering. They're the worst sufferer of the society. So guilt quilt is actually, we have to give them the tribute every day. And it is not them, it is us. All the women are us. We are them. They are not us, they are not them. We are all together. So আমার এখানে আমার মধ্যে আমি তনুকে দেখতে পাই, আমার মধ্যে আমি সালমাকে দেখতে পাই, আমার মধ্যে আমি নুসরাতকে দেখতে পাই, আমি সবার মধ্যে সবাইকে পাই, আমাদের মধ্যে আমাকে পাই. So this quilt, actually, we are guilty actually. We all humankind, human being, have to be guilty to the mankind, to this world, that we cannot make this world a better place to live. So I hope that during this time we introspect and reflect on our deeds. And I would pledge to Zonta and all the members of this all over the world, please stand on violence against women. This is very important. We are all together in this fight, and we will definitely win.
Absolutely. True. Simeen, I'm so happy to hear your voice again. Can you please ask the next question?
Yes, please. So, Nazia, Anderli, Prima, I'd like to know from your angle why art performance is a strong tool to address social issues like violence against women.
I'm a very performative by nature. So I think performance is so strong. You will notice that even when you are talking, you are somehow performing. So all the gestures talk about womanhood. All the posture that I create, it is a statement by itself. So violence, think about a woman, her posture, gesture, her take on stand. Everything is a performance. For me, it's a very strong tool. My body is an art. My every posture is an art. When I die is an art. When I live is art. So it's all about art. So performance to me, it's beyond everything. It's art. So any kind of revolution starts from the performance, from the way we enhance our body. That's it.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to ask another question. what is needed to end and prevent violence against women in your words? What is needed to end and prevent?
I don't want to talk about women need to raise boys, blah, blah, blah. Everybody
No, you say what you want to say.
One thing I would like to say, women have to be aware that they were not women. They are just human. They have all right to live in all capacity. You know, they have all capacity to live.
Absolutely. Agreed. Well said, Prima. And actually, I must again congratulate you for a brilliant performance. And the title
Thank
went
you
so
for the
well
opportunity.
and your
really
title, Guilt Quilt. And
Thank
the guilt quilt is, the quilt is sort of covering the sin.
Yeah,
that
and
is-
I think Tuttiappa can make a range of sari for the women support. I think could be quilt, like a quilt type sari.
You give me that. You're the
Quilt.
artist, Prima.
Yeah.
So you let me know. I'll do one for you, and we can go on from there. Thank you so much, Prima. It was wonderful. We
Thank
loved
you.
it, and thank God we could listen to you and hear you properly, Dr.
Wow,
Simi.
thank you so much. Yeah.
So well,
Thank
we've
you.
come to the end of the show, and I would like to show the two paintings. Is it possible to show the two paintings? Can we see the two paintings? Because they're really beautiful. In case any viewers would like to buy them, please do visit Cosmos Art Gallery. The proceeds will go towards the underprivileged women. They're really beautiful. Each of them is a piece by itself. It's something which you should cherish and keep because it speaks so much. It speaks volumes about women. So I would like to thank the whole team for working so hard and making this a very successful and unique program. Over to Dr. Semin, our president, for the vote of thanks. Dr. Semin,
Thank
I
you.
haven't heard you for a long time. Can I
Thank
hear a
you
vote
so
of thanks,
much.
please?
Thank you so much, Zonchan Tutli. So as we come to the end of our webinar today, and actually to the end of our series of webinars on 16 Days of Activism, organized by Zonta Club of Greater Dhaka, we would like to extend our sincerest thanks to the three panelists artists this evening, that is Afroza, Jameel, Conker, Konok Chapa, Chompa, Nazia, Anderli, Prima. I think they have depicted through their art unique ways of how to end child marriage, how to end violence against women, and of course, the final performance of the guilt quilt. It is unusual that we are not able to make a difference every day. But we hope through these 16 days of activism every year, we can focus on appreciating what every Zonchan is trying globally to do. In this connection, I would like to thank our UNB team, Nahar, Nabila, Mahfuzur Rahman, Taj, Joanto, Opu, Turjo. Special thanks to Tehmina Inayat, our own Zonta members of the Club of Zonta Greater Dhaka, our champion, advocacy chair, Tutli Rahman, who, as the chair of advocacy, has enabled us to hold these series of webinars and make the 16 days of activism possible for us. Thank you so much, Tutli. I will thank everybody and wish you all very well. Have a good evening. Thank you so much, Tutli.
Thank you, Dr. Semin. You've covered everyone's from me, but I've got to say one thing, that you are one of the most incredible presidents who covers everything, and your way of dealing with people is so good. It's brilliant, and I've enjoyed working with you thoroughly during this last 16 days. You were just awesome. So a big thank you to you, Dr. Semin, for your support, and again to the team of UNB with Nahar at the helm, and Tehmina Inayat, our board member, who did her utmost from our Cosmos Art Gallery, and for Zonta Club of Greater Dhaka. With that, it brings us nearly to the end of the 16 days activism. Tomorrow is the last day, that's 10th of December. But I've got to mention one person, especially over here, is Turjo, who has helped me a lot. Without him, I couldn't have done much, and I would have probably not been there. So thank you, Turjo, for being here with me and supporting me. Zonta Greater Dhaka went all out to spread and create awareness to say no to violence against women during the last 16 days. Today is probably 15 days of activism. We will continue to create awareness today and forever. So goodbye to all. Stay safe. That's all from me. Thank you.